Google account. This is my school account. So you see M. Ramirez at hsmcnyc.org. So once I go in here, I'm going to say create a design. So the design that I want is the presentation so that I can have a nice big board. And you're going to see it's going to pop up. Guess my Wi-Fi is a little slow. That took a minute to pop up. And then the reason that I use Canva is because you have all these cool backgrounds that you cannot get in a Google slide. And if you are my student, you know that I love using all these funky backgrounds when I create a class presentation. So you can choose any of the backgrounds. They have so many backgrounds. This is also an account that you could pay for, but I use the free one. This is actually the one that I chose for my vision board because I like that. I like the boards in the back. And I am going to show you. So first of all, once you have your images and you have them in the computer, you can click upload and then upload media. And then it's going to tell you from where. If it's on the computer, you're going to click device. And then you can click, like, let's just say I have this, like an algebra picture. That's something that I use for, I don't know, I used it for a class, but I create like these little infographics and then I could bring it in. So I'm just going to show you how I can bring stuff in. So it should show up there. So it's going to show up there. Is it in there? Yes, there it is. Okay, so that's the vision board. That's a picture of it, but I don't want that because I'm going to create that so you can see the way that I do it. And then, so I could refer back to that because I might forget how I did my vision board. Not how I did it, but the pictures that I have in there. So we are going to start with the most important picture that I said is the book, right? So that's the most important image for me. So I'm just going to click it. And you see, it shows up there. And then I can resize it because it's too big. I don't want it to take up the entire board. So I'm going to leave it here, sort of like in the middle. See, I can move it around. I can play with this. And then next to it, I had the images of the women. So I am going to reduce the size. I just bring in the corners. So once you hit the corners, those little bubbles on the side, and you could move them around. You can do that as, like you can move it around and make it bigger or smaller. And then on this side, I had this image of the woman meditating. And you can use your own pictures if you want, or you can find pictures online. I did a combination of both. None of these images are mine so far. And then I think in the second row, what did I have? I should have had this up. Oh, and I had them also, I had them like this. So if you look at the bottom, you see I can like, I just wanted to make it like a little, I guess I didn't want to have everything all like even, make it like a little, make it look a little prettier. This is not gonna come out like exactly like the one that I did because I'm trying to do this video, and it takes a little bit of time to fix it, to make it all pretty. This is the picture of the river. This is my own picture. This is from one of my visits to DR, to I believe that's called La Ventana. I think that's La Ventana because I go to a few rivers over there. This is not my picture. This is a picture of New York City. This is something that okay, so that's that picture there. And then in the middle, I have this picture. So this is another picture that I took. This is the block where I live on. Oh, it's taking a minute to resize. What is going on there? Oh, it looks like I have two pictures. So let me delete one. Boom. Deleted that. So that's the picture of my block that I said before. This is where I do walk up and down that block a lot and I get inspiration. Even before I moved to this block, this has always been one of my favorite blocks to walk on. You see how it's not perfect, right? Because I'm just putting images there, and it takes a little bit of time for you to really make it all pretty. But here come the other images. La familia. And then in the middle, I had the tree. And you see how, like, the way that I'm positioning all my pictures, this is not the tree that I have. It's the other tree. I probably got this tree also, and then the other tree, I like the other tree more. So you look around, you Google stuff that's important to you, that have something to do with your goal, and then you add those images. And then this is on the other side, the sage. So for this, as you can see, my goal is to write the book, right? That's my goal. But all these things around it are also contributing to that goal. And then you're going to play around with this. This is not, this didn't come out the way the other one did, the example that you are looking at, but these are all the images. So as you can see, being that I'm doing it very quickly, I would have to play around with it. And then if I click things, you see how, I don't know if you can see that pink line going down the middle. So I'm clicking the one in the middle, I'm holding it down, and then I'm seeing like a pink line. So with that pink line, then I can make sure that everything is aligned. But it does take a little bit of time, right? If I just throw them all there, it doesn't look very pretty like that. But this is the idea of how to do it. I just wanted to show you how to do it. And then if I want to add text, and again, if you're one of my students, you know that I use these texts to sort of make things pop off. So I said here, sorry, my internet is not behaving right now. Uptown, a Latina influencer to follow. And that's gigantic. So I want to make this smaller. So I go over here and I don't know, let's see what this looks like. And let's take off the other one. I put it like 3 times. So this, I had it at the bottom, but again, I have to play around with everything as I'm working because it's not gonna come out just perfect. And I only have like so once you have all your images there, then it's time to start moving them around to see, you know, how you want them positioned. You want to make sure that they're all the same size. And as you can see, I mentioned it before with the pink line. So you want to make sure this one is turning. I don't want this one to turn. So you have to, oops, and it's turning that way. So it's turning all the way now. So make sure that you play around with it and that you position them the way that you want to. And it's going to take a little bit of time, right? Because even now, my Wi-Fi is acting up. So that's why this is like it's fast and then it's slow. So I'm not gonna play around with it now because I just wanted to show you how to add images. So again, you could change, these are all the backgrounds. They're mostly for free. You could choose whichever one you want. And then once you are done with that, then you are gonna have your final product, which is, so once you have all your images there, and if you want to add any text to it, and you need to play around with it. You need to move them around. You need to like, so that it can look pretty or just aesthetically pleasing to the eyes, right? Like when you look at it, like, wow, it looks pretty nice. I was happy. I like my vision board because it's kind of like simple. Like me, I consider myself like a minimalist. Like I don't like too much. And it's just again, the main thing is the book. And then all these things around the book are ways that it's going to help me reach my goal. So once you start doing yours, what is your center goal? What is your focus? What's that in the middle? And then what are all the ways that that you're going to get there, right? Because if you say I want to get 100 in a class, how are you going to get there? So those are going to be your sub goals. These are my sub goals. My family. This is just me. This represents me, but these are all my sub goals. It's like my family is important to me. Focusing, people that have led the way. So I hope that this helped, and I hope you have fun because it is kind of fun to create your own vision board.